But I will give them credit for actually coming to the video and trying to clear the air. But the moment he made the claim about, oh well, we've done 500,000 behind closed doors, and I literally called him out on it. I was like, okay, where's the proof? And when I called him out half a dozen times or whatever in the comments about where's the proof, his response was, oh well, actually, those were unrendered. Oh, come on now. You should have said that from the get-go on your Kickstarter, A fool and his money.
Landing site is sufficient.
That's probably part of the issue, Akazar. God, what else do you need to discuss, Sarah? You never shut up.
I wanted to talk to you, but honestly, I don't know where to begin. The Starborn's technology is simply astonishing. It's just almost too much to process.
You seem to be really shaken up. You keep trying to talk to me about it.
Yes, I suppose I am. But you can hardly blame me, can you? You do understand the significance of this encounter, don't you? This is humankind's first contact with what I believe is an alien race. A race with technology that could be far superior to our own. Oh, we could learn so much from them.
Do you think they'd be willing to teach us?
The way they behaved, I'd say that's not very likely. If we are to learn anything from the Starborn, we're going to have to take the initiative ourselves.
You sound afraid.
I wouldn't say I was afraid. More like approaching the situation with caution. Can't be a coincidence.
I'm not saying aliens,
Starborn
but...
suddenly appeared after your experience at that temple. We know they're here to lay claim to the artifacts, but what's their true motivation? What are they telling us?
Huh. Well, I'm hoping we can come to an understanding with them.
I feel exactly the same way. But it certainly sounded like they weren't willing to work with us at all. Damn. Oh, if only we knew more about the Starborn. What their species is like, where they're from, how they're able to speak our language. I feel like a cadet on my very first day aboard a spaceship. My mind is absolutely swimming with questions.
Clearly some type of time travelers, maybe.
No, not time travelers. I don't think the science is there to support that theory. Their name alone, Starborn. There's some type of hidden meaning there. Something that feels very old, perhaps even ancient. Whatever the case may be, I can assure you that Constellation intends to get to the bottom of this mystery.
Well, let's make every effort to learn about them.
Exactly. We must use all of the tools at our disposal to learn
I wonder if
more
they
about the Starborn
passed their
and
Kickstarter
connection
today, because
to
they
the
were
artifacts.
pretty close to breaking the 500,000. Let's take a look real quick. They're still kind of short, but they're getting there. They'll definitely get it. They've still got like 21 days left, and they only need like another... They're at 456,550 of a $500,000. Here's the other thing too, guys. A lot of people don't realize this about Kickstarter. They're asking for $500,000. Half of that money is already gone. Half. Taxes and fees. So you have PayPal fees, you have PayPal or Stripe fees, you have Kickstarter fees, and then you have taxes. So you're immediately already half of your money is gone. So they're really only going to be getting $250,000. And they've also got a bunch of physical items on here, which I'm not sure if they're going to require people to pay shipping on. Usually shipping is separate, but the thing is physical items cost money to produce. So you can figure probably another 15% out of the $250,000 that's left is going towards the production of the physical items. So when it all comes said and done, they're probably only going to be getting 225, like say $250,000 to $225,000 out of the 500,000. I just
Take your time. I don't mind waiting. Thank you.
that's why I don't back
Really appreciate
Kickstarters.
your support right now. You know, it's funny.
I will happily
When
pre-order,
I was a little
but I will
girl,
not back a
I'd lay on the
Kickstarter.
ground and stare up at the stars. I was absolutely convinced they held a secret. I'd remain there for hours in silence, eyes closed, listening, waiting for the secret to be whispered in my ear. This encounter with the Starborn.
But if they come out with an actual video showing thousands of NPCs on screen, I will eat crow and happily make a follow-up video.
And I need to hear what they have to say.
And I told him that as well. I said, as soon as you produce a video that actually proves your claim of, you know, thousands of NPCs on screen, I will happily make a video and say something different. Hey, Sarah, I've got a few things I'd love to whisper in your ear right now.
Although I'm flattered that you think of me that way, there's a time and a place for that sort of talk. This is definitely not one of them. Well then, I've certainly wasted enough of your valuable time.
That's right, my time is
Just
valuable.
do be careful if you cross paths with these Starborn in the future. I wouldn't want to lose one of the most valuable members of Constellation.
Not to mention your free ride through space. Ha ha!
Hope you've calibrated that thing.
Man, this is one barren rock. Oh, we got something over here. Yep, it's this direction. Oh, we got something over here too. That might be... Yeah, this is it. Getting more, distortion in this direction than anywhere else. I've backed a few Kickstarters, but I think the last game I backed was, I'd have to go look at my Kickstarter account, to be honest with you. I did one called, because the girl who pitched it was a single Canadian developer. She's put together a little, kind of like point-and-click game. She was only asking for like $30,000. It was supposed to be out like 3 years ago, and I don't think it'll ever come out now, because, she like started having personal problems with like boyfriends and moving and parents, and COVID happened and cost of living went up and all this other stuff, and it was like, I just don't think it'll ever see the light of day. I did back Star Citizen, I backed Pillars of Eternity, I've backed some books which have all come to completion. Oh, The Expanse was definitely a better show than The Acolyte, for sure. That being said, I don't love The Expanse like I love Star Wars, so it doesn't really matter if The Expanse is a better show to me, because to me, Star Wars trumps The Expanse every time. But that's because I just love Star Wars. Like, someone said on Twitter today, they're like, the best judge for me that The Acolyte is a fun show is the fact that my kids have asked to rewatch the first 2 episodes like 12 times already. And I went, that's the fucking point. Star Wars is for kids. The 5-year-old child in me watches Star Wars and goes, fuck yeah, lightsabers and Jedi and the Force and dark side and lasers and blasters and spaceships and aliens and woohoo! Like, this is pod racing. Yeah! Like, that's what Star Wars is about. Like, way too many people get hung up on this whole... My favorite right now is the people who are bitching about the fact that in, like, the first episode, she goes outside to fix, like, something on the ship, and there's fire coming out in the vacuum of space, and everybody's like, oh my god, these new writers, they don't know what they're doing. There's fire in space. I was like, has everybody forgotten that George Lucas was the one who invented fucking fire in space, and, like, explosions of the Death Star, and... You know, every time a TIE fighter gets blown up, it's big, huge explosion of fire and gas, and like, oh my god, like, it's the funniest shit ever. Lots of tungsten on this planet, which is good. I don't think I've come across tungsten before. Right, sound effects in space, exactly. That's another thing, too. One of the coolest things I saw recently was George Lucas was at the Cannes Film Festival getting a big award. And he made this whole speech because he's tired of everyone claiming that the new Star Wars is woke. And so he made a big speech about how Star Wars has always been about powerful women. He's like, who do you think ran the rebellion? You know? It was Princess Leia, and then you've got Queen Amidala and Padme, and like it was a good speech he made, because it really was basically about telling all these people who cry and moan about women in Star Wars to just shut the fuck up, because they don't know what they're talking about, because you know he's always had strong women in space. But I was really happy to see him take the stage, and we haven't seen George Lucas in a while. Well, he pulled the strings to some degree, you know, dark side. Profound says suspending disbelief is required when watching movies. Yes, it is. Absolutely. Or reading a fantasy novel, anything science fiction or fantasy. What am I stepping on? Oh, water. Poison water.
I know a few archaeologists back in New Atlantis that would give their left arm to be here right now.
But yeah, I will readily admit that the Acolyte is not like some groundbreaking, amazing new show, but it's the inner 5-year-old child in me is absolutely thrilled. Like when he was walking through the caves and he's holding up his lightsaber to light the way, I immediately went to Jedi Fallen Order and was like, that's right, baby, use your lightsaber as a light source. That's awesome. Straight from the video games. One thing I never did my first playthrough was go power hunting. I only ever did 2 powers, so it's going to be interesting to see. I'll probably go power hunting with this character. Ah! Oh, I missed it. Where's it at? Whatever, it's going to disappear. I'll wait for the next one. I have the power!
This place, is it thousands of years old? Millions?
Whoa!
You're done. How do you do that?
Fuck, wrong weapon. By the way, what new power did I get? Personal atmosphere, okay.
Look out!
Shit, I ran out of grenades. Oh, my health. Reload! Did I get him? I did, because I just got a quantum essence. Whew! Yeah, I never got it the first time, I don't think. Alright, my ship is back in that direction. But there is a lot of useful materials on this planet. Well, there was. Now I don't see any. We're gonna go over here and see what this one's all about, because it was somewhat close. All sorts of unexplored geographical stuff on this planet. What is that? Flora something. Huh. All right. Cool. Anything else in the direct vicinity? I don't think so. Back to the ship.
Give the word and we'll get underway.
I need to check the weather. The rainy season kicks off today, everybody. I'm really excited. I'm about to head out of the office, but the temperature's going to be dropping. Oh, they pushed it back till tonight. It was supposed to start raining at noon today, and now they've pushed it back till this evening. Oh, and now it says partially cloudy the next 2-3 days instead of rain, 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 rain. But the temperatures are dropping from basically, we've still been up around 100 to 105. And now we're getting down into the 90 to 95 range, which is really nice. Getting a pretty significant temperature drop. And we'll have about, I mean, it's what happens is we get hurricane season on either side of us. So we just get the rain in the middle. A few storms. But it's really nice when we get out of the hot season. Because basically, April is when we start heating up. And by the end of April, it's 100 plus every day. And then May, you get like 2 weeks when it's really hot. Like 110, 115. I'm really happy to be past the hot season. It's never that pleasant. Everybody goes through it. Like if you live in Arizona, it's the same thing. Oops, I'm gonna go back to the shield breaker, resources, take all. Back here. We're going back to Jameson, everybody. I need to drop some stuff off. The Settled Systems News Network. Man, I really want to play Mass Effect Andromeda again.
I picked up something you might be interested in.
A lot of people hated that game. I did not. I had a lot of
Look
fun
at
with
this
it. I
place.
played it through a
It's
couple of
just
times.
as
I
we
started a
left it.
third playthrough after I
You
did
know,
Mass Effect Legendary
I've
Edition a couple
often
years back.
wondered who keeps the lodge so
Never
meticulously
finished it though because I
clean.
got sidetracked with other stuff. It's going to be really interesting to see what the reveal is for the new Dragon Age game. Yeah, I like all the Mass Effect games too, Profound. Same thing with, it's like Star Wars, man. I love all Mass Effect. I love all Dragon Age. I just like fucking video games and science fiction, man. Science fiction, fantasy. Just throw it at me. Actually, let's go to equipment. Still don't have all the things I need for that. I keep forgetting to go get lube. polymers and adhesives. Nice, got some procs and all that. I don't think I've ever gone back in here. I think this goes to the well or something. If I remember correctly, when I first played. Oh, there's a spacesuit back in here. Is that a lock? Oh, her room is down here.
My grandpa lives in Aquila City, but we don't visit all that often. I don't think Dad likes it there.
Man, she's got a cool room down here in the basement, man. Big fan. She's got her little streaming setup right here. Posters on the wall. Muzzle in Me. A film by Lincoln Singh based on the novel by Catherine Okoro. Forever Human, February 2nd. That's fun, man. Alright, everybody. We're 3 hours in. That's a good stopping point. I need to go answer some emails and cut all these videos up into episodes for June 25th onwards, because I have everything cut down up to June 24th. But I still got some more to cut out. I'll be live again tomorrow, probably. Same time, same place, or sometime in the morning, sometime tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. Tomorrow will be the last stream for a while, though. Because tomorrow's Saturday, and I will be offline the 9th through the 12th. So, if you want to see my lovely face, tomorrow is the last chance to tune in for a few days. So hopefully we'll see you there. In the meantime, thanks everybody for being here today. If you liked what you saw, don't forget, you can always support over on Twitch or on YouTube, wherever you prefer. I get to do this full time thanks to everybody tuning in and memberships and all those good things. I just put out a new video on YouTube today for the members. So if you're a channel member over on YouTube, I did a video about my journey to 30,000 followers. Some just rambling thoughts there if you want to check that out if you haven't already done so. Don't forget the Discord, the Patreon. I'll see everybody tomorrow at some point. I should have coverage of some select stuff from the Summer Game Fest later on this afternoon, but I think they don't go live until like 3 o'clock Central, so 2 p.m. Pacific is what I saw on Twitter. So I'm going to go away, get some food, take a nap, wake up. I got to watch the last 2 episodes of Season 1 of Dexter with Chris tonight. By the way, she gave it a 9 out of 10 the other day. And we binge watched like 3 episodes last night. She's like, I need to know, how's the season going to end? I really like this show. And I said, good, because there's 7 more seasons. I don't think I'll make her watch all of them. We'll see. I know for a fact that the season 4 finale is going to gut her if she makes it to that point. That's a good show, man. I did not think it had been that long, but it has been. The first season was 2006. It's 18 years ago. Was when season 1 of Dexter aired. Blows my mind. See you guys.